Well, we're just about 3.5 weeks into 2015, and already some Republicans are looking ahead to 2016, and some of them are making big moves or appearing to. Caitlin Huey-Burns is a congressional reporter for RealClearPolitics.com and one of our favorites, and she joins us now to help make sense of what's going to happen. Caitlin, it's great to see you.
Good to see you, too.
So
Thanks.
a lot of the socially conservative Republican candidates or potential candidates are gathering in Iowa right now. The candidates who I think have the most intense following on the right, Tea Party type candidates. Do you think this is a year when one of those people, the real conservatives in the Republican Party, might have a shot at getting a nomination?
I think there's certainly an opening, especially when you have Jeb Bush and Mitt Romney, even Chris Christie, kind of fighting for the same establishment lane. I think that opens the window to a conservative candidate or, you know, perhaps a libertarian, or for some of those candidates like Scott Walker and Marco Rubio to kind of find that way in between, kind of gathering support from all those different groups. So I think there's definitely an opening for a different kind of candidate this time.
Marco Rubio, the presumption has been for years that he's going to run in 16, and then you were hearing people say, I don't think so, Jeb Bush is in, they're too close, you know, they're personally close, they're friends, their politics are too close. And then we see this. This is, if it was anybody but Charles Krauthammer, I would ignore it, but I never ignore Charles Krauthammer. Here's his view of it. Watch this.
If I gave you $100, sent you to Las Vegas to bet on the candidate most likely to be the Republican nominee, how would you allocate your funds?
Your chips.
Your chips, yes.
40 on Rubio, 30 on Bush, 15 on Scott Walker, and I blow the rest on booze. I think if he runs against Hillary, the contrast, say the vigor, the energy, that Kennedy-esque idea, will be a major one.
Huh. That's interesting. It's interesting. You think it's, A, plausible that he is in fact running, and B, that he's got a shot?
I think it is very possible that he's running. He's making all the right moves. He has a book out, you know, aptly titled American Dreams. He's going to swing early states to plug that book. He has a PAC, and he has had a PAC for a long time, where he already has a political team in place. He's hiring people. He's traveling around the country raising money. He's making all the right moves, and he's been positioning himself in interviews as kind of the 21st century candidate, the fresh face among a big group of people that includes some old names, Bush, Clinton, Romney even. So I think he has a shot. I do think, though, his Achilles heel, if I can add, is that he's a first-term senator. And one of Republicans' biggest complaints about this current president is that he was inexperienced when he came into office. So I think that's something he'll have to battle.
Well, you could be a non-incompetent senator. I mean, there are some. So, really quickly, Jeb Bush, Mitt Romney meeting this week. What in the world could that be about?
To be a fly on that wall in that meeting. It's, you know, it's usual for someone running to meet with the former nominee, but when Romney announced that he's thinking about running, that kind of changes the whole game. Bush has said yesterday, apparently, that they talked about sports, they talked about the Patriots of all things, and some other things. They avoided the, you know, awkward topic of running for president. But this is, you know, two people who are competing for the same donors, the same topics, the same people and talent, meeting in a room face to face. That's a big deal in this kind of race.
And according to staffers I've talked to, there's not a lot of affection between them. So
there's
I wish
an interesting.
We'd record that. Why don't you get on that? Get us a recording of that meeting. That'd be super interesting. Caitlin, it's great to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks.